Hi, and welcome to the Ukulele 2 online ukulele course. I want to welcome you all to this online course, and I'm going to go over a few things before we start the course and help you to kind of give you the layout and what information that is very important. In this course, the bottom line is that the more you practice, the better you're going to get, and the better you're going to get quicker. But if you don't have a lot of time to practice, I suggest breaking up your practice session into shorter increments. For instance, maybe 3 20-minute sections. So maybe you practice 20 minutes here, and then later on you practice another 20 minutes. And then later on in the evening you'll practice maybe another 20 minutes. So those 3 sections would make up an hour. Most people maybe don't have a time available to practice for 1 solid hour. It's actually a little better if you can practice in 3 sections of 20 minutes. It helps you to kind of get the information that you learn from the ukulele and grasp it maybe a little better. The goal of this course is to get the player, the student, to learn the ukulele faster, at a quicker rate. So in other words, getting the player to go from point A to point B faster or quicker than the usual traditional ways of learning the ukulele. This is done so by, I have incorporated some aspects of psychology along with music and the ukulele in order to get the student player to get from point A to point B, or shortening the learning curve. So basically, excuse me, it just gets you to learn the ukulele a lot faster. First of all, by learning faster, I believe that it's very important to stay organized. So I suggest that you get a binder. This is a 1.5 inch binder. It has a plastic on the front and back. Basically, you can slide in papers. I also recommend that you go ahead and put in the chord charts that were made available to you in the front and the back. There should be 2 chord charts that make up all the chords for the ukulele up to the point of major, minor, dominant, 7, minor 7. And also, as you learn the chord, or if you have already learned them, please highlight them. As you can see, highlight the chords as you learn them, and eventually this should be all highlighted. And what that does is it helps to trigger your memory as to what chords you already learned. It helps remember. It helps you to also, once again, learn faster. Okay, and then if you notice, you would just basically be putting in your information, your material, your music inside. What's great about putting the chord chart in the front and back, so let's say you came to a difficult chord in the song or the material, what you would do is then go to the front or go to the back where the chord is located, find that chord and realize, okay, that's how you make it. Or, oh, that I remember now. And then what it does is trigger back on how you already learned the chord. Okay, it's so much easier than looking into a chord book or something like that. Now, this particular video is extremely important because all this information we're going to go over is really the essence of learning quicker for the entire course. So by all means, if you need to get a pen and paper so you can write some of the stuff down, or if you just have a great memory, that's fine too. But if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video and come on back. Okay, so I highly recommend that during the course of this ukulele course that you go ahead and take notes along the way. Another thing as a suggestion to save time is when you're watching the videos, and let's say you played it once and you need to see it again, or you need to see like a section of it again because you didn't quite get it, or you need maybe a little help. I suggest that you just back up the video to the spot where you need to play again rather than replaying the whole video. And if you just play that spot where you need to play again, it just saves you time. So that's one of my recommendations about using the video tutorials. So let's get started on the information that you want to keep in mind and always be doing throughout the entire course. In fact, all this information I'm going to talk about right now, I still do today as for myself. Okay, so for the course, what you want to do is you want to follow the syllabus, each lesson as they occur in order. So as you're going down the syllabus, you're following each lesson one after the other. You're not skipping over and trying different things, okay? Because it's done in a way that if you learn this, it's going to help you to learn this, going to help you to learn this, etc., etc. If you stop jumping around, you might start developing maybe some minor problems in the future when you're learning farther down the syllabus. Also be very comfortable. You don't have to have it perfect, but be very comfortable with the lesson before proceeding on to the next lesson, okay? Because you don't want any gaps or any pitfalls where when you're learning something else because you don't know how to make these chords that were taught earlier. It's just going to make it harder for you to learn some other pieces of music. Okay. Before you play any song, before you play any task or lesson or exercise, before you play, make sure you do these three things. Make sure you do your chord cog exercise, dampening strum exercise, and here is something new for this course, the chord cog strum. Okay? So these three things you want to do every time before you play. It's assumed that most of you are returning students, so you basically know this information already. However, if you're new to this online course, I will be touching on it periodically during the course, but not a lot. Okay, so that's why I said it's a good idea to take notes during this course, so some information is not repeated a lot in the course. And also, before you start, please look over the music, locate any difficult areas in the music that could cause you problems, such as fast chord changes. If there's any chord changes that are too fast for you to make, you want to go back and do your chord cog exercise for those fast chord changes. Or let's say maybe some of the chords or a chord is difficult to make because it's, you know, it's a little bit, we're getting into more intermediate advanced chords. If it is difficult for you to make, go ahead and go back onto the exercises that I'm recommending that you do to get more comfortable with these difficult sections. Now, once again, keep all this information in mind when you're going through the entire lesson. This is like the most important thing when you go through the music, the lessons, and you want to almost keep this with you even after you progress after this course. For you folks who are not returning students and are new and are maybe seeing this online video and are interested, you want to contact me, you can contact me at buenoukulele@yahoo.com. buenoukulele@yahoo.com. Now, keep in mind that this course is a ukulele 2 course, which intermediate and up. So it is assumed that if you're interested in this course, you basically know your basic chords and you know maybe a few strum styles. But write to me anyway, I can give you more information about it. All returning students for this course, please contact me via the information on the syllabus. Do not use this email. Use the information on the syllabus. Okay? So, guys, good luck, and we'll see you for the next lesson.